Hello citizens and welcome back. In today's video I would like to talk about persistence wipes, their history, reasons CIG have for doing them, and the plan for 3.18. As always, if you like this video, sacrifice a like and a comment to the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more. And here's a shout out to our amazing patrons for their support of the channel and the Armory. Speaking of which, earlier today I released a new update to the Armory that allows users to save and share loadouts using a link, so go check it out. So why are we talking about this? CIG announced that there will be a full wipe with both 3.18.1 and 3.18.2, which with the initial 3.18 would mean that we would get 3 full wipes within about 2 months, depending on when 0.2 will release, which I don't think has ever happened since I backed the game in 2015. In this case though, I think there are good reasons for this, but many backers feel the opposite. Let's start by explaining when and why the wipes originally began. In the old days post 3.0, wipes would happen with every patch release. Many veterans will remember this. This needed to be done simply because persistence didn't exist back then. Eventually, persistence was introduced and wipes became less frequent. Then, as persistence evolved, CIG introduced partial wipes where some values like your items, credits, and reputation persisted while your character and locations were wiped. We then actually had a very long period of no full wipes that lasted almost 2 years if I recall correctly. And then we arrived to about a year and a half ago. With the introduction of loot and the new inventory system, it was necessary to do a full wipe. We will get to the reasons later, but this triggered a wave of new wipes as technologies were introduced to the game with every patch. So now let's talk about why. The first wipe after a long period of persistence was due to the new inventory system. The new data storage was not backwards compatible and the migration of data would be too difficult. The following wipe was due to bad data in the database caused by some bugs in the initial release and worsened by free fly events and attempted fixes by CIG. And this brings us to the release of 3.18. With the introduction of persistent entity streaming, it was obvious from the start that we would get a full wipe as this new tech completely changes how persistence works. And right now we're following the same pattern as we did with the inventory release a year ago. Bugs and too much traffic caused issues with the data, and this state can't be recovered. So the best option is to wipe and start over both with 3.18.1 and 3.18.2. This creates the awkward situation where some backers might feel like it's not worth it to play 3.18.1, but we will get back to that later. So are wipes a bad thing? In short, no. They are necessary for progress of development and introducing new technologies or to fix the issues caused by the new tech. To some extent, they probably also improve performance. In the case of 3.18, I think CIG also need the wipes to help them dial in some settings relating to persistence of physical items in the verse, as we can see a lot of junk lying around in the current state. However, are wipes annoying? Yes, but I see them as something that's necessary and I actually don't mind the opportunity to work towards the reputation and credits again. Now, is it worth it to play 3.18.1 if there will be a full wipe with 3.18.2? I think it is. 3.18.1 may just be a quick fix for the most critical issues, but it needs to be stress tested regardless. And you know, I think it might be a good time to try new things or experiment with gameplay you haven't tried yet, or just see if you can break the game even more than it is. And with that being said, that's all for tonight. What do you think? Is 3.18.1 worth playing or not? Should CIG compensate players for after the wipe? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, fly safe, and I will see you in the verse.